Don Miller in the 11. John Bates in the 1. Shotgun to Boissonneau, green flag. Jimmy Introne takes the lead from the outside of row number 1. Here comes Dan Brown back on the inside. They're even wheel to wheel into 3. Jimmy Introne in front. Dan Brown coming back. He'll take the lead off 4, and they're 3 wide. Oh, Jimmy Introne in the wall. Right in the wall down the front stretch. Jimmy Introne in the number 9. And that's going to leave a mark. That's the car to beat. Dan Brown leading. Max VM from the outside trying to get there. Can't. Don Miller can. Don Miller flying to the inside will take the lead away from Dan Brown. Brown running second. VN running third. Now to 17. Boissonneau is up to 4th. Jean Boissonneau of the Gamache Truck Center number 50 in the 4th spot. John Bates way up high off turn number 2 had to get on the binders. He'll lose a lot of track position. Max Vien to second, moving to the inside of Dan Brown. Boissonneau follows to 3rd. Fred Proctor follows to 4th. Brown all the way back to 5th. Now Boissonneau moving to the outside of Max Vien as they'll race wheel to wheel into 3 for the 2nd spot. Vien gets a good run on the inside, and he will fend off the challenge this time. Boissonneau again, though. Good bite off turn number 2. Pulling almost even with him down the backstretch. Vien on the hammer into turn 3, working down on the inside. While they duke it out, Don Miller runs away out front. Max Vien to 17, holding off the challenge of Jean Boissonneau. Boissonneau in that number 50 continues to work the rim on the outside. Vien working down on the inside. Boissonneau closing down the front stretch. Boissonneau got loose at top turn number 1, and that allowed Vien to move back through down on the inside. Now Boissonneau going back after him on the outside. A half-track lead for Don Miller in the number 11. And now throw Fred Proctor's name in the ring for that 2nd spot. These guys duking it out for 2nd. Max Vien has had it. He's held off the challenge of Jean Boissonneau. Now Fred Proctor goes out there. He can't hang on to that 3rd position. Boissonneau takes it back. Fred Proctor took it right up to the wall last time off turn number 4. Don Miller still with a huge lead. Max Vien running in the 2nd position. Jean Boissonneau back in the 3rd spot. Fred Proctor running 4th. Fifth is John Bates in the 1. Dan Brown running in the 6th spot. As we're halfway. 10 to go. Laps remaining for Don Miller. Barring a yellow, he's well on his way to victory, but the best racing has been for spots 2, 3, and 4. Max Vien has held on to that 2nd spot, and the 50 of Boissonneau can't get around on the outside. Vien again still working down on the inside. Fred Proctor getting right back in the battle behind Vien in the number 54. Here comes Boissonneau back after him on the outside. Max Vien got the wheel down to the inside, and that lost bite and grip for him off the 2nd turn. Jean Boissonneau to 2nd, finally able to make the pass on the outside, and Boissonneau to the 2nd spot. Fred Proctor gets around Vien. He is up to 3rd. Max Vien back to 4th. Don Miller out front in the number 11. There'll be 5 to go for him next time around. Don Miller just trying to focus and hit his marks in that number 11. Jean Boissonneau in the number 50 has a near half-track deficit that he's going to have to try to overcome. Don Miller turning lap times that are right around the 18-second mark. The 358 modifieds will run anywhere from 16 to 16 and a half seconds. So about a second and a half difference lap time-wise between Miller and the fast modifieds that we'll see next. 2 laps to go this time by. Huge lead for Miller. Don Miller has a 4.5 second lead over Jean Boissonneau. And the white flag. Final time around for the dirt sportsman. Don Miller moved to the front pretty quickly and pulled away from everybody else. A dominating performance. Here he comes off turn number 4 for the win. Don Miller wins it. He's from Queensbury. Second to Jean Boissonneau. Third will go to Fred Proctor. Fourth to Max Vienne. And fifth will go to John Bates.
Waiting for our second and third place drivers to come back out for Victory Lane presentation. All right, Don Miller hopping out of the number 11. Let's go downstairs to Rob Knowles. Rob, take it away.
All right, Rick, how about a nice round of applause for Don? Runs for the first time on the asphalt. Don, tell us about, you were having a problem there on the last lap. Tell us about what was happening to the modified.
Yeah, the car started to sputter with 2 to go, and it barely made it to the flag. And coming out of turn 2, it basically shut off. Now that's it. It wouldn't start. So I was very lucky. If it was 25, I was done.
Talk about your experience on the asphalt. Was it a fun weekend for you?
This is my first time on asphalt. I've never run it. I ran 10 years on dirt. I'm coming back.
Well, that's good. We'll be happy to see you again. Congratulations. Thanks for supporting this race, and we wish you the best of luck going forward into next season.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
All right, that's Don Miller, everybody. Nice job, Don. 7, Lonnie Rivers. 29, Nick Haywood. 46, Little Joe Daniels. 28 is Jason Sawyer. And then the 66 of Roland John Bell and the 15 of Kevin Foster. That's the field. Under green. Again, 30 laps the distance this afternoon for the Renegades. As they run in the sunshine down the backstretch, they're 3 wide for that second spot. Bob Dragoon down on the inside, moving for second. Here comes Keith Pelkey as well, moving up. Ed Donor is out front in the number 1. Bob Dragoon is second. Keith Pelkey in the 24, third on the inside. Brian Rogers, he's been stuck on the outside, it seems, all year long. Running in the 4th position right now, but outside and trying to hang on. Heavy traffic up front. Here comes Robert Gordon. Gordon in the H2O trying to move to the inside of Bob Dragoon for the second spot. Can't get there, but Gordon is running third. Again, Dragoon drifting high off 4, but Gordon cannot get to the spot. Ed Donor is the leader. Second is Bob Dragoon. Oh, we got a mess over in turn 2. Dan Dubuque goes around. Everybody takes evasive action trying to miss him. And we got a yellow. First yellow flag for the Renegades with 3 laps showing complete. Josh Allen falling back in the number 10. Not sure if he has problems, but he's moving to the back of the pack. Here comes the field off turn number 4. They're taking the green flag. Ed Donor leading. Bob Dragoon from the outside trying to take the lead away. The 12 of Brian Rogers, the H2O of Robert Gordon there. They're 3 wide for about the 10th spot. 3 wide for second. Bob Dragoon, Brian Rogers get together. Rogers goes slamming up into the turn number 1 wall. And we got a yellow flag. Mark Karen and Cody Kilburn are in row 4. And then Joe Warren, the deuce for Rick Hart, round out the top 10 rather. Green flag. Donor on the inside, Robert Gordon on the outside. Dead even down the backstretch as they head into turn number 3. Keith Pelkey in the 24 running third. Bob Dragoon down on the inside, sliding and hanging on to fourth. Robert Gordon leading by 2 car lengths. Ed Donor in that second spot. Keith Pelkey looking down on the inside of Donor, trying to take second away perhaps. Donor still high into turn number 4. Here comes Pelkey through on the inside. He'll take second. Bob Dragoon on the inside now trying to move up. For a second they were 3 wide heading into the first turn. Lance Raptoy wisely hit the binders. That would have been a mess. Now here comes the butt 8 for Mike Chris trying to get to the 4th position. Ed Donor still working on the outside. A gaggle of cars running for spots 9 on back. Couple working to the inside of Mark Karen. Randy Ledoux right now on the 47 trying to move up. Karen fighting back on the outside. They play bumper tag up into turn number 4. 3 wide on the front stretch. Mike Chris in the 8 had to hang on to it. Lance Raptoy in the 11 trying to move. Nick Haywood has put his hat into the ring. He is now running in the top 5. He's 4th in the 29. Robert Gordon in the H2O with a sizable advantage. Half a backstretch now over Keith Pelkey. And he is pulling away lap by lap. Bob Dragoon still running 3rd. Nick Haywood is 4th. Lance Raptoy is 5th. 6th is Mike Chris. 7th, here comes Dave Raptoy. Dave Raptoy in the 21 set fast time yesterday in the Renegade pole qualifying, or fast time qualifying I should say. At 21 was the fastest in the Renegade division. Little Joe Daniels, second place point man in the 46. He's running just outside the top 10. Brian Rogers is parked up on top of turn number 4. Smoke billowing from the hood. Yellow flag. You see the leader right in front of him down on the inside of the front row. Here they come into turn number 4. Working down the front stretch. Green flag. Couple of tense moments at the front. Bob Dragoon ended up down in the infield. Everybody's all right, though, through 1 and 2. Robert Gordon's the leader. Haywood trying to get to the door of Keith Pelkey. They'll run side by side into turn number 4. Down the front stretch, almost even for the lead. Or for second, rather. Almost even for that second spot, and then Keith Pelkey is able to hang on to second off turn number 2. Out front, it's Robert Gordon, the H2O, leading by 5 car lengths. Pelkey running second, Haywood running 3rd. 4th, Bob Dragoon. Here comes Randy Ledoux with a 47 and smoking him up. Lance Raptoy moving in the 11. Dave Raptoy, his brother, down to the inside. Side by side racing. The brothers Raptoy going after that 5th spot. Dave on the inside, Lance on the outside, and the number 11. Randy Ledoux also there. 3 drivers duking it out for 5th. Dave Raptoy's got it in a 21. Here comes Ledoux in a 47 to 6th. Lance Raptoy running 7th. Mike Chris is 8th. 9th is Joe Warren. 10th is Cody Kilburn. 11th is Kenny Davies. 12th is Little Joe. 13th is Lonnie Rivers. Rivers, the top point man, is in an excellent spot right now. Running right behind his closest competitor and keeping him in sight. The guy who was out of sight is Robert Gordon. Robert Gordon with a half backstretch lead over Keith Pelkey in the 24. Nick Haywood in the 29, running in line behind Pelkey in that third spot. Bob Dragoon with by far his best run of the season. Dragoon running in the top 5 all day. Dave Raptoy trying to find his way around Dragoon now. Raptoy pulled up on the back bumper of the 36 and then fell back about a car length. Dragoon gets the car back down in front of him into turn number 4. If you were with us last Saturday, oh, there goes Dragoon in the 36 around. Dragoon stopped over in turn number 2, and we got a yellow. But we've got some work to do first in the Renegades. Here they come, green flag. Nick Haywood trying to get that second spot away from Keith Pelkey. Pelkey's had a great run in this race. But now he is pinned on the outside and Haywood's on the inside. He's got track position and he will take second away. Randy Ledoux trying to thread the needle on the front stretch. Lance Raptoy had to hang on the front stretch as well. Out front, Gordon. Haywood running a car length off the back bumper. Then Ledoux in the 47. Lance Raptoy, the 11 is fourth. Keith Pelkey back to 5th in the number 24. And there are cars moving on the inside. Cody Kilburn's one of them. Gordon maintaining that car length advantage over Haywood. Randy Ledoux is drawing up on the back bumper of Haywood. Ledoux wants to go after Haywood for that second spot. 3 wide running in the mid-pack. Ledoux looking inside Nick Haywood. Haywood hanging on to position number 2. And Robert Gordon would love to see them battle some more behind him for second. Little Joe Daniels around the 32 of Cody Kilburn. He is to the 6th spot. Ledoux drives through on the inside. Nick Haywood pushed up the track into turn number 3. Randy Ledoux took the position away. Haywood back to 3rd. They'll swap spots. Car lengths the advantage for Robert Gordon. Randy Ledoux has 5 laps to try to run him down. Gordon looking for his first win. Gordon looking for win number 1 of 2008. Ledoux trying to reel him in from that second spot. But Gordon smooth off the 4th turn. As the laps wind down, let's set and work through the field. Gordon the leader, Ledoux 2nd, Haywood 3rd, 4th Lance Raptoy, 5th Pelkey, 6th Daniels, 7th Kilburn, 8th is Chris, 9th is Davies, 10th is Mike Terry, 11th is Lonnie Rivers, 12th is Joe Warren, 13th is Ed Donor, Rick Hart is 14th, 15th is Chris Frenier, 16th is Jason Sawyer, 17th Bob Dragoon, 18th is the 21 of Dave Raptoy. 2 laps to go for Robert Gordon, 2 to go. Here comes Robert Gordon off turn number 4 to the white flag. Gordon maintaining that 5 car length advantage. We got a spin up in 3. Jason Sawyer has lost the wheel. The leaders will have to work carefully through the spin. Gordon to the outside, Ledoux to the outside. Here they come off turn number 4. And the yellow flag is out. Yellow flag was radioed to the drivers as they started to get on the binders.
After the white flag.
Orange one is 000150. And that's going to be the windshield screen. So remember to hang on to your tickets. We're still looking for the orange one, 000150. That's an adult admission ticket. 000150. You've won a windshield screen. And if you don't need one, well, gift it to one of your friends. All right, that's what Rick always does with my Christmas present. Here they come off turn number 4, green flag. Randy Ledoux from the outside of row number 1 sticks his nose out in front for the lead. Robert Gordon, the H2O, trying to come back after him on the inside, but Ledoux's got the lead into turn 4, trying to hang on to it. Here comes Ledoux down the front stretch. He'll win it. Randy Ledoux getting his second win of 2008. Come on over here, Randy. All right, you were able to really get a good up in turn 1 and 2, and then on turn number 2, the car really hooked on the outside for you. Tell us about that pass.
I don't know, just lucky because it started to get really loose, and that caution come out. I think it cooled the tires off enough, and I was able to get a good bite and run away with it.
Well, we missed you. You were down at Loudon watching the race there. That hurt you a little bit in the points, but this is a great way for you to finish the season. Since the middle point of the year, this car's been very fast, and I would think it must give you a lot of hope moving into 2009.
Yeah, it sure does. I'd like to dedicate this race to Olin Fuller. That's it.
All right, congratulations. A nice job. Good for you, second win of the year. Randy Ledoux, everybody give him a nice round of applause. His second win. Where's Lonnie Rivers? Let's get a word with him quick. He'll end up being the track champion. Sometimes it's tough to find Lonnie in a crowd. Easier to see him if he stands up on top of his car. Lonnie Rivers, everybody, will be the track champion. Oh, careful there. All right. Come on over here, Lonnie. Come on over quick. Congratulations. You know, you got this season off to such a great start, and then down the stretch, it really was pretty consistent for you all year long.
Yes, it was. Steve and I talked about it the last 2 races. I just had to come in and use my head and finish smart. Don't try to win the race, just win the championship.
And it looked like that was really on your mind today. You put yourself in a good position throughout the race, it seemed.
Yes, I didn't push nothing that wasn't there. I knew I was in the top 15 or so I stayed in that, and the car went really good. I just want to thank all my sponsors, Chris Construction, Budweiser, Fantasy. There's so many names in this car. I don't even want to do all of them, but everybody can see them.
Nice job, and I know there are a lot of good people behind you as well that have helped you through the year. Must make you feel very proud to get a track championship. And the season started, I'm not sure your name was at the top of the list as maybe being a track champion, but here you are. It's been a great year.
Yeah, it has been a good year. No, my name wasn't up there. 3 years ago when I started driving for myself, there were some people on the internet that said I should take a new hobby. Last year I got the most improved driver, and this year I got the championship.
Good for you, Lonnie Rivers. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, give